So tonight I'm going to crack open my Mangrove Jack's starter brewery kit, as it's called, for the first time. Going to crack it open, have a look at all the components, and oh, is this it? Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. Here it is, my Christmas present. The Mangrove Jack's happens to be the blonde lager. Here it is, 23 litres of pure joy. That's about 2.5 slabs of beer. Yes, so here, let's have a look. What do we got here? Phew. Instructions, sort of. What's going on? Ooh, here's a lid. And what's this? Ooh. I'm assuming this has to do with sanitation. No, sanitization. Alright. Oh, I know what this is. This is the valve for filling up your bottles. That's a spoon. Oh, I know what this is. This is a thingy. Oh, yes. Okay, so what comes standard in the what comes standard with these is 1.5 kilograms, I think. 1 kilogram of dextrose sugar, pure sugar, made purely for, it'll make just pure alcohol. You put this in with yeast. And oh, this is a very important part of the puzzle. This, hello, this right here is a valve, and you fill it with sanitization fluid up to this level here, and you put it in the top, and it basically protects your brew from bugs and airborne diseases and stuff like that. It's not Africa, but we still need to be very careful about sanitization. That sounds racist. I think I'm going to edit that out. Alright. This is the tap for the beer. Oh, and by the way, this goes into here, right? And that's how you do your bottling. Ooh. Where else we go? Lollies! Actually, they're carbonation drops. So after the initial brew, 7 to 9 days, after the initial brew, after the initial brew, and it's bottled, then you put these carbonation drops into each bottle, and I think they're pretty much just sugar and glucose syrup, basically. And it just gives the yeast a little bit extra sugar to turn into alcohol, ethanol, and what's the other byproduct? Carbon dioxide. Of course, that's what gives you the bubbles. All right. Here we go. This is a no-rinse sterilizer. Cold water cleaner detergent. Cleans and deodorizes everything you use for brewing, winemaking and distilling. More cleaner detergent. Oh! Save that for later. A no-rinse sterilizer again, so they've given us a few. And the beer finings. I think there are important instructions for these that come with the brewery, and one of the most important things of all, apart from sterilization and sanitation, is managing your temperature correctly. If it's too warm, the yeast will want to go too fast, and you don't want that. You want to slow it right down so that the yeast can take its time to brew. And so you just, I think this is like, you take it off here. I think it's a sticker. It's like a, I never knew these even existed. It's like a little sticker thermometer, and you just stick it on the side, and every now and again you go and check up on the temperature and stuff, and away you go. Very cool. And this is one of the most important things of all, is the actual malt extract for the beer. This happens to be the blonde lager. Now, basically this here, and the dextrose and the sachet that was on the bottom of this packet, but I used the sachet here for my pizza because I went and bought. 1 second, I'll be right back, everybody. 1 second. I went out and bought, hi, I'm back. I went out and bought this little number. I bought this American ale yeast. It's like 11 grams for $7. This must be one of the most expensive items of food in the world per metric ton. Anyway, that's been in the fridge. $7 for 11 grams, but apparently it's worth it. And as it turned out, I chucked out the other yeast because it didn't activate it. It's been sitting on the back of this packet for a little bit too long, and it's gotten stale. So that's the reason why you chuck out the old generic brand yeast and get a decent yeast. I'm going to put this back in the fridge. Back in it. Just 1 second. Now, there's another thing that I got, and I don't know where it is. My missus walked off with it, I think. Oh, here it is. Instead of the dextrose, Steve at Brew Your Own suggested that I try this one. This is a pure malt extract. Basically, it's an unhopped pure malt extract. It's happens to be a CBW Pilsen Light, but there are other ones available, and you'll just get it's got more flavour in it, I believe, than this, so you'll get a better result basically. So chuck this out, or use it when I buy a distillery or something to make pure ethanol or something, I don't know. And I'm going to use this. So yeah, good fun. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, and the most important things of all, the manual. The manual shows me what I got and just some instructions. And I also got, sitting over there on the table, are my instructions from Brew Your Own. And it is jam-packed full of really, really good suggestions from Colin and Steve. And it goes through one by one. First issue, second issue, third issue, fourth issue. Questions like yeast, even dried yeast dies over time. It happens much faster at higher temperatures. So that's why you should keep your yeast in the fridge. All sorts of things here. They've just given me printout when I bought my the setup. Gave me all of this stuff. So fantastic. Hydrometer readings. That's what this is. This is a hydrometer. And what it gives you is, what do you call that again, love? Specific gravity. It gives you a specific gravity reading for beer. My wife is a physicist. Not only that, she's an astrophysicist. So, yeah, she must be right. So there we go. When you use a hydrometer, apparently, towards the end, pour some beer off, look at the reading, and then pour some beer off the next day. And if the reading is the same level, it means that the yeast has done what it needed to do to turn that sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide. So yeah, this is my kit. I'm ready. The next installment will be actually doing it. So I'm going to do it. Very cool. All right. Have a great one, guys. Bless yous. And remember, he brews.